Let's talk about when I was on drugs at work. Let's talk about when I was on drugs at work. 6 days after our first child was born, I had major back surgery. I qualified for a clinical study, and the entire surgery was free. The only caveat to that is that I had to have surgery in the hospital that I worked. I hope I'm a good patient. My wife kissed me goodbye and she walked out the double doors. I could tell she was crying. You know how in your mind sometimes you have mental pictures, things you'll never forget? That's in my photo album. Times when you know how lucky you are and how much you're loved. Boom, wake up in recovery. I can hear a voice telling me the surgery's over and I am feeling good. The first thing I see is my acquaintance friend, Lee, charting at a computer.
Lee.
At this moment, I believe that I was the funniest person anyone has ever met.
I think she's playing video games. I think he's playing.
But she wasn't laughing. Maybe she can't hear me.
Lee, you can't play video games.
I am so hilarious. My friend Monty comes and puts a warm blanket on my chest. This is the best thing anyone has ever done for me in my entire life. At the beginning of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, his parents are tucking him into bed, and he is baby talking back to them. Okay, ringy dingy. The only way I can show Monty how much I appreciate him is to talk like that to him. I don't think he understood. Yeah, no, he probably understood. Boom, I'm in another room. The first thing I see is my wife walking in, pushing a stroller with our 6-day-old baby, overwhelmed with emotion.
I love him so much.
But also realizing that I have a catheter. And then the nurse walks in, and the first thing I say to her,
Get this thing, my dick. Get this thing, my dick.
Get this thing out of my dick. So she takes it out. I'm a raving lunatic and you're listening to me to take a catheter out of me? Because later it had to be put back in. We'll get to that. The next few hours, all I remember is drifting in and out of sleep. I wake up and my wife and kid are gone. She has left me a beautiful basket of snacks, and I think it's okay to eat all of this. Finally, a nurse tells me that I shouldn't be eating any of this. As the drugs started to wear off, I started to feel a new sensation, the worst itching I have ever experienced in my life. I was on 2 different medications for itching, and I watched that clock. And you know I was on that call light immediately when they were due. Nurses like that, right? The only thing that distracted me from the itching is now I have to pee so bad, I cannot get it to come out. Like from the waist down, just dead. The nurse, I think you need a catheter again. I was insisted I could go. I stood over that toilet with my head against the wall for 5,000 years. Finally, I consented to the catheter. Shut up. Shut up. I woke up the next morning and physical therapy came in. She says I am free to walk around the unit. I walk around that unit probably 500 times. And each time I pass the nurse's station, I am confounded by the fact that no one is watching me. I just don't understand why they're not applauding me. On day 2, when the surgeon came in, though, I said, I have to say that I'm still a little achy down there. I thought that the pain would go away after surgery. Well, it's no wonder considering how hard I had to hit that thing to get it into your spine. Like I was pounding that thing in with all my strength. The operating room table was literally shaking. It's fine. It's actually pretty violent. It's fine. I guess all in all, I wasn't that bad of an asshole. And a couple of good things came out of it. Obviously, my back got healed. Got to stay home for 10 weeks with my new baby. I also learned to be a good patient, and anytime I've ever been a patient since then, I have been fantastic. Even during my colonoscopy last year.
You guys are doing such a good job.